What's up, guys? CI Wise Boys here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Imperial Armored Marauder. This is set 75311, and it came out in the summer of 2021. It has 478 pieces, 4 minifigs, and it retailed for $40 US. This thing is, it's pretty good. It's quite compact. It has a lot going for it. And I'm going to be reviewing it today. This is probably one of my favorite sets. I mean, just straight up. I'm not lying. The figure selection, 3 great minifigs, 1 lesser minifig. The build, I really do like it. It brings a lot to me, especially for the Imperial. I do like the Imperials. They're my second favorite faction besides the Separatists, so I do like that a good bit. And I'm going to be reviewing it. I'm going to start off with the minifigs. Here are the minifigs. They're all pretty good. Well, except for one, in my opinion. This guy, I mean, he's not horrible. He's got leg printing and torso printing. He's also got a little bit of back printing. And he's got red arms. Good stuff. But he's pretty forgettable. I'm pretty sure he's like... I actually don't know what he's from. He's either from the Book of Boba Fett or the Mandalorian. I'm really not sure. One weird thing... background noise. One weird thing is he has white hair, but also black hair at the same time. Like, I'm not sure how that works. You see his beard goes straight into the side of his hair piece, and it's like they're 2 different colors. That's kind of odd. I don't remember the figure that well. He comes with a little short blaster. I mean... So there's got to be a fan of him out there somewhere, but to me, he's the runt of this selection. Now, this is pretty solid for me. I do like this. They're not crazy, but it does. I think it adds a lot of value. At least for me, is the 2 plain Imperial Stormtroopers, and these ones have the newer helmet, of course, because newer set. They have torso and leg printing, and then a little bit of back printing as well. They're identical, except for their heads. This one has a black face with something. Just a plain expression. And then this one's just smiling. I mean, kind of angry, actually. Kind of smiling and angry. And these things, it's kind of weird. It's like they're dual molded with 2 different pieces, it almost looks like. But yeah, pretty crazy. It's kind of different. Usually they would always just go with the plain clone trooper head across the board, but I guess they're changing it up. And this is my favorite. It's the real highlight of this minifig selection. Is the artillery trooper. He has the yellow markings all over, and he has the shoulder cape. Nice shoulder cape. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I don't buy a lot of Lego sets, so I think that's like my only cloth shoulder cape I own. And he actually has like a little backpack thing, I'm guessing for ammo, but it really doesn't do anything. It's kind of cool. And then underneath his head, he has a more generic clone face. Kind of angry, not too angry. Pretty nice. He's pretty good. I do like him. And he also comes with a little accessory of sorts, a little buildable accessory. And it's a little cannon. You'd set that up. And it has a base and then two legs to stand on. You line up and fire. And I think this set might be based on Book of Boba Fett, because I do remember this from that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Altogether, pretty good selection. I'm not gonna lie, the artillery trooper, definitely my favorite. The stormtrooper is pretty great. He's a named character. I think his name's like Grief Cargo something. He's kind of the worst of the 4, but all together, I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty fair. Okay, here we have the main build, the main attraction. This is realistically what you're buying, because it takes up most of the pieces. This is the actual Armored Marauder. It has a lot of features. I'm gonna try and go through them. Okay, I'm gonna start at the front, because that's generally good. He has a nice sloped thing with numerous windows, just open space, and he has two stud launchers on both sides of it. You just click down and then launch them. Just launch them out wherever you want, shooting around in there. That's pretty cool play feature. I think it's okay integrated. Kind of sticks out, but it's not that bad. It got a little latch right here to lift up, and this lift goes down, revealing there's also a cock, like a little bit of controls in there, but it reveals a seat. And believe it or not, this seat, you can take one of your stormtroopers, pop off their blaster, or leave it on. I'm gonna take it off. Put him in there. He fits right in there, as expected. And then close it up on him. And, well, you can see his eyes a little bit. If I get a better view, you really can't see down there right now. There you go. You can see his eyes. He's sort of looking through. It sort of works. On the side, you can see in there. So that's pretty good. Moving down along the line, you've got a little latch if I can get it open. And, I'm using it as storage right now for the extras, but that's not really what it's for. It's for is you can grab one of your grief carga and you can stand him up in there. Kinda cool. He just kind of stands there, or you can put a stormtrooper. I'm gonna leave him there. Lift that down. Moving on down, you've got some doors on both sides. Grab this little latch. It's a little tough, just very strong, well integrated. And it flips up, and then this flips down, revealing an interior, a little bit of an interior. And the same can be opened on the other side. This thing is quite symmetrical, revealing a hole all the way through. You could stand someone up in there, just a little space, and that leads right to the front of the cockpit, and that leads down to the main area where you'd store troops, sitting place. You open this latch, and you've got 2 seats down in there, and this is all one space. So the entire thing's main portion of it's hollow, which is pretty good. I think that's pretty well built. Now you can grab a trooper, stick him down in here. Oh, if I can get it open, just put him right down in there. Fits quite well. And then you can grab your artillery trooper if you wanted. Grab him. Now you're probably gonna have to set on the second thing because of his backpack, so you're gonna have to make him sit on these 2 farther ones. But I think I can get him in there. Yeah, there, he fits in. As long as you put him one down, so he's in there. Not that well. He doesn't stick that well because of his backpack, but he still fits. So you can get him to stick just a little bit. But I'm gonna leave him in there. I'm gonna stick this thing in here, because this thing you can just slide right in there, and it acts as a little bit of a storage if I can get it in there. And then you close these up and get them in there. It's a little awkward because that thing gets stuck. Okay, flip these down, and it's all in there. I did it. Took me a little bit. On both sides, there are little cannons that fold out. I think they're pretty neat. No crazy blaster, just a little fold-out cannon. Pretty nice feature. Moving on down again, we have a little storage compartment where you open up that little latch, and then if I can get it to pop out, there's a little container. If I can get it to come out, there you go. And this is a printed box, as you can tell. Pretty nice print, going all the way around, with just a plain tile. Open up, and you got even more storage for more of the little green blasters. And as to be expected with this symmetrical set, you have the exact same thing on the other side, where you could open it up and have that come out. But I'm gonna close it. Now we've moved on with all that. We're gonna move to the back, where you have this big old rotating cannon, and there's actually some thrusters so it can move. You open this down, and this entire thing swivels together. You could fire these, of course, stud shooters. Fire them down in there. And, believe it or not, if you have another trooper, take out his gun, pop him right in here. Right in there. And now he rotates in it. Close this up, and you could see his face. And he's, again, looking right through that, menacingly at you. And this all rotates as one. Now we've got a total of 4 troopers in here. I had an extra from another set. The set only comes with 3 stormtroopers. 1 is an artillery. So you could fit all the 4 figures, but if you wanted all stormtroopers, you'd need another one to fill it up. And maybe 5 if you really count this area, but that's really not anything. It's just a little place to stand. Now that it's filled up and has 4 troopers, and you could drive it around. Speaking of moving it around, you can move it around pretty smoothly, at least on carpet, because it has quite a few black smooth tiles on the bottom. Quite a few. It makes it very smooth. I think this set's pretty great. I'm gonna start putting these back on. There are a lot of things you can blast out of it. It's quite the powerhouse. And it's only for $40. I think it's pretty good. Great selection. Very kept together. And also design. I really do like the design, especially up here with the cockpit at the front. It's quite smooth and it just looks kind of menacing if it were to come at you. With the guns on the sides and all the compartments for figures. I'd say this is a home run. Knocked right out of the park. I think it's one of the best. I mean, I'm not really sure who else they could have put in here. I would have preferred a 4th stormtrooper. That way I could fill it out completely. But, it is what it is. So that's going to be my review. I think it's a pretty great set. It has a lot going for it. With all the minifigs and that cool artillery trooper. And all the little features it can do. That is my review of the Imperial Armored Marauder. I would recommend. Thanks for watching. See you.